Hey guys, Hugo here and welcome to another FIFA 20 player review, and today guys we're reviewing the 89 rated UEFA Champions League road to the final Hugo Lloris of Tottenham. This card does look pretty awesome and I was able to pick him up for just over 100,000 coins, and in the 4 games that I played him, he obviously didn't score me any goals or get me any assists, and he's also got a 1-star weak foot as well as 1-star skill move. And then moving along and using him stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 90 diving, his 84 handling, as well as his 92 reflexes, and finally his 86 positioning. And of course I did have the basic chemistry star applied to him like anyone should basically if they're using a goalkeeper. Always make sure you got the basic chem star applied to the card. And first of all guys, EA have gone and released a few new SBCs as well. They've gone and released a choice where you can choose between a PSG CDM, I can't remember his name now, or Angelino at Manchester City, and also there's an SBC for Adriano Gomez. In my opinion, the SBC for Adriano Gomez of Atalanta, I don't even think Atalanta, I think they might be bottom of the group, or the chances of them qualifying from the group are kind of slim, I think. I'm not 100% too sure, but I won't be reviewing any of those cards because I'd simply play them for 4 games and put like 100 or 200k into their SBCs, play them for 4 games, the review, and never use them again. I don't want to have to keep like putting coins into SBCs and using them for 4 games and never being able to use them. It's different obviously if I have a reason to use the card because I plan to use them further down the road, but with those cards I have no plan to use them. So hopefully guys do understand that I will not be reviewing any of those cards. Having said that, the cards that have gone into packs, I will try and review as much of them as possible, and we are going to start off with Hugo Lloris, who does actually fit into my main team. Since I bought him, he has slightly risen up to 130,000 coins, but of course if you look at Tottenham at the moment in their Champions League group, they currently sit second with 7 points. Bayern Munich at top, already qualified with 12 points. In third place, it's Red Star with 3 points, and then finally Olympiacos with 1 point. If Tottenham win their next game, which is at home to Olympiacos, which you think they would do since, you know, Olympiacos have only picked up 1 point and have lost 3 games. Although Tottenham haven't been brilliant in the Premier League, I still think they'll definitely go and qualify from this group. They will 90% chance they'll qualify in second place, which obviously means I have to play a team that finishes in first place in the last 16. But the chances are Lloris will go up to a 90 rated card. I'd be very shocked if he didn't. Now, in terms of how he's to use in game, listen, I think he's just the same as pretty much all the goalkeepers in FIFA. I thought for his price, I mean, comparing him with his 88 card, I'll tell you guys right now, there's no difference between the 2 cards. There just simply isn't. It's only up by 1 overall rating for a goalkeeper, and whilst I do think overall in-game he is a solid goalkeeper, he does make good saves. He made 1 awesome penalty save for me as well. He still conceded a few silly goals. I thought his positioning at times was a little bit, a little bit poor. I thought, his diving in general could have maybe been better to try and maybe dive better to try and make saves. But, at the same time, he still made some amazing saves. I mean, he definitely was able to kind of keep me in games as well, 100%, no doubt about that, but he's just not best value for money in my personal opinion. Obviously, the chances are he will get more cards. Obviously, if Tottenham do qualify, he'll go to a 90 rated, which would be fantastic, and obviously, Tottenham, they literally can go and win the Champions League. Now, will they go and win the Champions League? Probably not. Having said that, they still got great players in Harry Kane, Christian Eriksen, still some fantastic defenders and midfielders all round. They could still go far in the competition like they did last year. It is possible. It's unlikely that they will, but they could do so. Theoretically, Lloris could go up to like a 95 rated card, potentially. So you do have to kind of think long term with these cards, but yeah, it's a lot for a goalkeeper. And I've used players, for example, like the Inform Rttf that I got on my FUT Champions rewards. Honestly, not that much difference between the 2 cards. Like, I found Rttf to be a very solid goalkeeper for me, and using this Lloris card that I bought off the market, there just wasn't that much of a difference. I think most goalkeepers in FIFA are pretty much the same, no matter how many coins that you pay for them, in my honest opinion. But I think at the same time, if you got like hundreds of thousands of coins, or maybe a couple million in the bank, and you're looking to build a team, then yeah, by all means go for him. But if you're sitting there maybe with 200,000 coins and you think of like a Champions League player to buy, I wouldn't go and put all your coins in your club into this one card. I'd rather, instead go get the 88 cards and spend your money on outfield players that are going to make more of a difference to your team. That's just my honest opinion. I'm not saying this is a bad card. What I'm saying is it's probably not best value for money. Now, in my case, I do have quite a few million coins, thankfully. Well, a few 100,000 coins, but obviously, like with players like Ronaldo, Dybala and stuff, and Desai, it does add up to quite a few million coins that I can kind of afford to go and buy someone like Lloris, because already my main kind of 10 outfield players are already really, really awesome. So that's just kind of something to think in mind of, guys. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying maybe not necessarily the best value for money, but obviously if Tottenham are to go further, who knows, he could obviously potentially become an even better card and potentially go into one of the best goalkeepers in the game. But anyway, guys, that is going to finish up the play. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.